Sox writer is going to break a story quicker than Heyman or Rosenthal.
Oh, yeah, I just follow those guys like Rosenthal, Heyman, and Ozzy. Only, yeah. I just follow those guys on every account I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Also, Terry, side note, we should put in that to this podcast description that, like, Sox Talk ends at, like, 1:30 because we've been talking for 15 extra minutes about nonsense, and I love every second of it.
Yeah.
I think people will. But we haven't talked about the Sox at all. So let's let everyone know that.
Let's just put a timestamp.
Put a timestamp. Let them know. Hey, we're having some great conversation about a lot of everything else going. Like, Scott Boras is worth $100 million. Like, that's
his name alone.
That's his net worth. So, I mean,
you guys want to know something, though? Like, if you go on some of these Facebook groups, I have one, Red Sox United. I think, Austin, you're on there. Actually, you're a moderator, so I should have known that. But some of the people on there are just so dumb. Like, you should see the trade packages they concoct for whatever. And it's so bad. And
you can tell they're not actual baseball people a little bit.
No,
well, they're casual fans is what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're not
like
live and die by it.
The last 20 minutes is over, so only the real nerds are going to really hang with, the last few minutes of this. But
the casual baseball fans going, no idea the fuck we're talking about at this point.
Like, most of them don't even know who Dave Dombrowski is, really. The casual.
I said Paul Molitor earlier, and they were like, who?
That's a great problem. Right. So sometimes you have to just kind of say things in layman's terms. Like, I'll have people come up to me, they'll just DM me and say, hey, what do you think of this? And then I'll just explain it to them, and it's usually a no-brainer scenario for us, and they're like, oh, thanks for breaking that down. And some of our best blog entries that we write will be like making sense of this scenario or whatever, like this trade or this transaction or whatever.
They broke down hockey for me the other day, and it was probably like talking to a first grader.
I am a phys ed teacher, and I do have to break things down for first graders, so it was very similar.
Oh,
it was like, I listened back to it, and I was like, I'm a fucking dumbass.
I didn't know.
I think for 20 minutes before I got it.
I was wondering what you taught. Yeah, so that's cool.
My parents really wanted to know what icing was, and I was trying my best to get a good answer.
I love talking hockey. I'm a big hockey guy like I am baseball. But, yeah, I graduated with a kinesiology degree in health studies with physical education, health education, APE certified, which is special needs and special education. So I'm that's all big fancy names for gym teacher.
That's cool, though.
That's me.
One of my favorite, because they had like classes for everything in my high school. You could do field hockey, floor hockey for a semester, and then I took as many gym classes as I could because I didn't want to take the stupid cooking classes and whatever, and even shop classes. I know a lot of dudes like that stuff, but I'm like, what the fuck's a hammer for? And so I took a lot of gym classes, and I learned in floor hockey I can't shoot for the life of me, but I can get the ball away from the offensive player really well, and then ship it over to one of our better scorers. And once I learned that,
play defense, man.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing. And like after like the first few classes before they kind of had to pick their teams, I told this kid, I'm like, dude, pick me like third or fourth, and I guarantee you, we'll be the best team. Like pick your scores or whatever, and then pick me. And sure enough, we were the best team in the class out of like 6 or 8 of them. And this is like nothing, floor hockey, but it ended up being my favorite sport. And
hey, I had a black when I was at the college I went to. They had intramurals and they had ice hockey, but it was way too expensive. / not all my friends had like gear and stuff, so we played intramural floor hockey. We're back-to-back champs, by the way. We're D1 school. Some good athletes there. But yeah, I just played defense, shut down defense.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, it was just.
Shout out to the Bonneview Bandits.
I watched Game 3 last night, right? And I watched it, and I was like, "That's icing as shit." That's icing as shit.
Oh, did you know? Did it work? I hope.
Yeah,
I don't know how your
never been more excited in my life. I was like,
I don't know how that episode did, but I hope it did well.
It did well. My mom was like, "Finally, we have an answer." I was
like,
thanks, Mom.
No, that's talking hockey. I mean, Hockey's a great sport.
Well, yeah,
it's fun.
not anything down here. Like the Stars won a cup, and Dallas didn't know what to do with itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 2000.
And it's funny too because Dallas has. I mean, they've Tyler Seguin,
They have
the Bruins
everything.
traded over, and that just makes me so sad. Probably one of the worst trades in Boston sports history, but in general. But yeah, no, hockey's great. It's similar to baseball in the fact that there's a lot of leagues, a lot of players, and there's a lot of role playing going on. Like a lot of role players.
But
Like
I
you have in
feel
baseball.
like college football is like a whole bigger thing here than it is up there.
Oh,
Wouldn't you
yeah.
all agree?
College football means nothing to us. Up here.
Yeah, college anything.
That's so weird.
Yeah, college everything actually means absolutely nothing. Like
Yeah.
I went to 0 of my college football games. And
I didn't miss the Texas-Oklahoma football game until I was, I think, 16. Like that was the biggest. That's why my mom named me Austin because she was the biggest Baltimore fan ever.
Wow, that's
Were you born under some bleachers, on the football field?
She was like, I wanted to name you Earl, but your dad said no because of Earl Campbell. I was like, thank God.
yeah. Austin's a good one.
Yeah.
My real first
It's our
name.
nickname.
My real first name. I probably shouldn't be saying this on a podcast, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, you probably actually. I'm gonna stop you here, Terry. Let's
Let's
not
go
say
ahead. Let's
that.
go ahead and.
You text us that after the podcast.
It's not conspiracy related though.
This is your
No, it's
opt-out.
fine.
My real first name is actually Terrence, and I've had more than one ex-girlfriend's father ask them if I was black before they met me. So
Wow.
I was like, apparently if dudes have a daughter, they're automatically racist or something. And then I showed up white as all hell.
Fatherhood.
Yeah, so whatever. And we'll just stop there. But
Yeah, that's the furthest we've ever gotten off topic.
yeah, exactly. But
well.
we got guys. I gotta get up at 4:30. So, and it's gonna take me. The longer this goes, the longer it takes to do its thing.
All right, let's get off.
I
Let's get
understand.
here. Let's go. Go Sox. Detroit. 2 out of 3. We'll see you guys
Hooray.
Thursday. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All right. We'll see you guys Thursday night.
All right, later.
Later.
Probably the most awkward way to end a show, but I managed to accomplish that. The Periscope feed unfortunately quit halfway through.
I'm a member of a Red Sox nation.
And the song came on randomly. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Last 30 minutes of it was basically a free-for-all, but I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night, and we will, or day, whatever time it is you're listening. And we will see you on Thursday night or Friday morning, your choice. Have a good one.